There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope that you're having a good week. For what's left of it, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a great day. I hope that whoever your partner is, loved one, special person, that you're able to spend time with them and that you're able to have a good day. Here in Minnesota, it is very, very cold. So if you are in Minnesota, you probably did so inside. That's the only way to do it. Honestly, that's the only way to do it. Real fast, folks, I just want to ask as we get going here that we ask you to share this video if you possibly can. Sharing it, what I'm hoping to always do when these videos are shared is that we get more people in, and that's, helps the intention of the spirits that we're trying to reach out to, start the intention of everything else that, we're trying to do. So please consider sharing this. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much. A couple of things I want to talk about before we get into things more. The obelisk has just been going off. I was just kind of seeing what it had to say. We'll get to that table. It had been very active prior to us starting here, and we started a little bit late tonight. We're waiting for the other show to finish in front of me, which in a sense is a shame because some of this equipment was going off that we don't normally see, such as the REM pod was going off. So hopefully it will do so again. That blue light going off, I'm not sure what triggers it, to be honest, because it tends to go off when my cat's around it, and currently my cat is underneath the table. And I don't know if it's like another cat who can't stand him. But right now, my cat seems to want to have nothing but attention. So let's see. That's going pretty well, isn't it? It's a lot of words coming through. Let me get to that in 1 second. A couple things I wanted to make sure I shared with you all before we get too far down the road here is, first of all, on this network, Paranormal United Network, I did want to share, they're very excited this week, Friday, for the show called The 13th Dimension, that they're going to be interviewing Russell Edwards, who talks about Jack the Ripper. And, the interview with Russell Edwards, he names the identity of Jack the Ripper. And this show is going to be groundbreaking and features things never before seen or heard in public. And the guys are very excited about this. If you are interested in this, which I personally am, so this seems very exciting. It's going to be this Friday, the 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's from 7 to 9. So please set your schedules for watching that, because I think it's going to be a very interesting show. I think interesting is an understatement. I think it's going to be pretty amazing, to be honest. And then, as always, I just wanted to share that Ane is normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not sure if she's going to be on Tuesday. I covered for her last week. I might cover for her this week, which was a great deal of fun. It was fun being on her page and doing what I do, and hopefully I did it some justice. We had a lot of communication, so thinking that was good. So that was really fun. So just kind of watch her page, Tara by Ane. Also, Paranormal United Network, is either going to be her or myself. And then I do a radio show every Sunday at 4 p.m. Central Time. And this coming week, I am going to have on there Erica Lukes, and we're going to be talking about UFOs. She is extremely knowledgeable in ufology. We're going to start very basic, because this is the first time. This is the first time that we're talking about ufology on my new show. So I kind of wanted to start, kind of early, kind of starting off here with some basics, stuff that everyone knows about, but at the same time, for some of my audience, they don't know about it. The obelisk just said aggression to it, and I have a obelisk near me here that says view, 100, and money. So, we're going to kind of keep our eyes on what's being said here. I was hoping perhaps that maybe the REM pod would go off again for us. Like I said, it went off before the show started. So did the flashlight. They both went off at the same time. The obelisk was going off. There was something happening over there, which is a shame that we missed, because it would have started just when the show would have normally started. So it's a bit of a bummer. I'm not going to lie, because that's the kind of stuff that we really kind of thrive on, is to be able to do that. So. That's what everyone thinks, isn't it, Greg? I don't follow it enough to know for certain myself, but that is the common belief, isn't it? First of all, thank you everyone who is joining. I really do appreciate it. And those of you who are new, that this is going to be a worthwhile worthwhile time for you tonight. I was in some comments. I'm sorry. I got distracted, and that's just kind of that's kind of rude of me, isn't it? Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Greg, for inviting her. I really do appreciate it. Why don't we get started? Why don't we talk through what we're going to do tonight? What we're going to do is spirit communication. On my radio show today, I played some of the evidence that I've gotten at past locations, and that went over really well. And obviously the hope is every time we use the spirit box that we create new really cool recordings, and that we get through. And we've been doing a pretty good job of getting our relatives to come through, which has been a lot of fun to see. And the hope here is that we're going to get more tonight and going to get your relatives in. But a couple ground rules I always like to lay down. If I go to somebody and we're going to try to reach your aunt, but something else happens, someone else comes through, I'm going to follow that train of thought. I'm going to go and figure out who this is we're talking to. If someone wants to get a hold of us, I can't ignore it. And if it's not who we're trying to get a hold of, we'll get back to them. But we just have to be very careful, because spirit communication is very special. So if someone else wants to talk to us, like Ane always says, spirit is in charge. I'm the conduit, but spirit is going to tell us who we're going to talk to at any given time. So just know we'll do our best to get back. Sometimes it gets a little discombobulated, but just know that if it does, it's only because we're just trying to figure out what spirit wants. And just know that if I miss you, or that we get skipped around or something, it is nothing personal whatsoever. It is just how it works. So just want to let you know. Also, if you reach out to a loved one, you want us to talk to a loved one, and they don't come through, just know it doesn't mean they don't love you. It means, and I laugh every time because I shouldn't have to say that. But sometimes people are like, well, why didn't mom, reach out, and you get a lot of questions. And some of you have had these questions like, I don't dream of mom. Mom never comes to my dreams. So-and-so never reaches out to me, but I hear other people having family members reach out to them. We just don't know what it takes for spirit to reach out from the veil. And it also depends not so much on their energy strength, but how the veil is. How thin is the veil? How thick is the veil? There's so many things that at least I don't know about. Just know that it's probably because there's reasons why maybe somebody can come through, but not your loved one. Or sometimes your loved ones, your loved ones are, coming through a lot. I was on the podcast, or not podcast, but the web show, What the Frick, on Friday night on Paranormal United Network, and with Emily and John. And I ran the spirit box. We didn't know what we're going to get. And the spirit box focused on the co-host John, and his father came through, and it was very powerful. powerful because that was important. That was important. You just don't cut someone off and are like, well, okay, well, you've had enough time. Who's next? You know, it's like, no, let's see where this goes. Let's finish this. We have to. And I don't think we were going to be allowed to go any further anyway. So just know that. Know that also generally right out of the gate, this does not just like start going crazy with responses. Friday night it did. Tonight, for all we know, it might just be, it might take a while. Patience is a virtue, and I'm the one who has the least patience out of all of us. Just know that. Just know that I have the least patience out of everyone on earth. So if you're feeling impatient about something, I'm feeling impatient about it too. Annette, yes, I can see your posts. I see that you keep popping up there with that. I can see your posts. It's all good. So with that said, the way we're going to do it, we're going to do a rite of protection. We're going to do we're going to do some spirit communication. The way that I end all the shows is that we're going to try to cross over spirits. We're going to try to do that Friday night, but once again, I believe his name was William, was the name of John's father. He really wanted to talk to John. And who am I to argue with spirit? Honestly, I mean, it was very powerful. I felt good for John because it was nice to see that it was very important that those two connected. So that was something. I feel like that I've been talking all day, and not just because this last 17 minutes are actually really about 10. I've been talking, but I also talked. I normally have like a guest on my radio show, and today it was just me by my lonesome, and I talked for an hour straight. And as much as I enjoyed it, I was like, gosh, I'm starting to lose my voice. I had to console myself by getting a couple bags of peanut M&Ms tonight. I broke my diet tonight, I have to admit. I'm okay with it. Trust me, I'm okay with it. But it was just kind of one of those nights where it's like, I could have my dinner that I planned, or I could have McDonald's. So I had McDonald's, and then I got some peanut M&Ms. And I've enjoyed every one of them, and there's going to be more after this. That's how exciting it is. Want to talk to spirit? Friday night when I talked a lot, I tried some tea with Jack Daniels in it. That was delicious. And as my dad would say, it tasted like more, so I had more. It's just one of those things that Emily was having a drink, and she had mentioned before the show that she was going to have a drink, and I thought it would be rude if I didn't have a drink. I mean, it just would have been very rude of me to not partake. And I used to drink quite a bit, and I've cut down a lot, but it was delicious. I didn't want to stop. All right, here we go. Let's do a rite of protection, folks. You don't have to take part in this, but I do highly recommend it because spirit, depending on the spirit itself, could attach itself to you by just taking part in this. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to be honest. Spirit attachment is a real thing. It's not your loved ones who's going to attach themselves to you. It's just going to be the spirits that are kind of going through, and we're going to create this beacon of light, basically, and it's going to draw a lot of spirits. Even if you don't hear them, they're going to be here. You're going to feel the energy. You're going to feel everything, and you just have to kind of protect yourself. Okay, so this is just me using Florida water. We're not going to need anything like holy water tonight, but if we do, it's right here. I don't mean to scare you. There's no reason why. I'm going to cut that out. I stop them from coming near you. All right. Imagine your protection starts from your heart. So imagine from your heart, just focus on your heart, and just imagine that your spirit guides, loved ones who have passed, that they're there, they're your protection also, but believe that there is a white light that emanates from the center of your heart. And what happens is that light, that glow gets bigger, starting from your heart, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And what we're getting to is that there's going to be, it's going to completely cover you, and that's protection. It's as simple as that, the belief that you have protection. And what you want to do is know that that if you're feeling energy, all right, if you're feeling tingling, that's okay. If you're feeling, that means you're being protected. If you don't feel it, you're fine. It doesn't work the same for everybody. I do find that a lot of people feel that energy. Some people don't. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work. You know, we're all different. And, you know, it's so easy for some of us to be like, oh, I feel this. Do you feel this? And if you don't, you feel left out. Don't feel left out. It's okay. It's just how it is. And you will at some point. You might feel it afterwards. You know, who knows what's going to happen, but it's happening. And just need to kind of get the energy going here a little bit and see what happens. Spirit, my name is Greg, and I would love to be able to talk to you tonight. Please use me as a conduit, and please use the intention of everybody who is watching, not their energy, that is theirs. But you may talk to me through me and come out through this speaker. This device is an extension of my arm, and I want to be able to reach your loved ones. I also would like to reach any spirit who wants to come through. We only want to talk to spirits of love and above, only of love and light, and any spirits that need help. We are more than happy to help. What we're going to do now, though, is we are going to record this session. Remember, always tag. This is February 14th at 10:22 p.m., GhostBox Live. We are ready to start our session. It's going to be loud. For those of you who not taken part in this before, and I don't know if you've heard Spirit Box before or not, but what happens, it's going to be loud, a lot of white noise. This is a mass-produced Spirit Box. There's many others that have been made. Some work better than the others, but we have found for what we use this for online, for Facebook, for lives and that, this works the best, in my opinion. And I think some of your opinions too. We're going to go at 200, a sweep of 200 going backwards on the FM. Sound like someone just said, who's there? Who's there? My name is Greg, and we have a lot of people here who would love to be able to talk with us. If you have any relatives or whatnot, this is what we're here for. I want this louder. Let me know what you think of the volume. Also, I just want to say to Spirit that if you want to come over here, put on any of the devices over here, come and talk to us this way, we would certainly love to have something go off. As you all know, normally I go over there and I touch the devices to show that they're working, but because I know that they've worked and gone off a couple times for me before we started, I don't want to mess with anything over there. I mean, it feels like things are set properly. So it's like if Spirit wants to talk to us, Spirit wants to come through over there, they will. Okay?
Can we talk?
Who are you? What's your name? You hear that woman's voice that came through? That's not radio. That's somebody wanting to talk. Are you all with me right now, spirits? Are you all in here with me in this room? How many of you are in here with me?
It's
Was that April? Was that mean April? The month April? Is there an April in here with me? Did you say April? I'm also going through my comments on my personal Facebook page because they don't show up in StreamYard for some reason. And I want to make sure that I'm not missing you out on you all. And thank you so much for joining me over there. Sounds like I thought we were recording this. Now, spirits, did you respond to me when I asked how many spirits are in here with me right now? Could I get a number from you, please? All quiet? Are there any spirits from... Can you hear that? To me, it sounded like, where are you? Are you talking? Are you asking me where I am? Do you not know where you are? Are you talking to somebody else? Talking to another spirit? And that's always a possibility. All right. I'm just reading, as always, through comments.
it's not.
You hear that? Are you talking to us?
I see.
Who is that? Folks, that male voice jumps out at you. That is not radio. That is not radio at all. It doesn't help that it's not super clear or that it's hard to kind of pick up when you don't know when someone's going to talk, but that's pretty crazy. Let's see here. That dog will call his contact. He says you can't. You can't what? It's not one word. It's not two words. It's 3 or 4 words. I'm covering up my face now. That's how many. It covers up my face. The thing is, is that's what you're looking for when you're trying to get communication through a spirit box. Not just one syllable word. You got a sentence there. Did we quite get it? Not completely. Someone said you can't something else. Maybe you all heard it better than I did. Rob, are you here for Annette? Rob, can you come through for us, please? All right, if Rob doesn't want to come through, how about Doug? Doug or Paul, are either of you here to talk to Annette? We would love to hear from you. Annette especially would. The grasshopper. That's what I said. You got to be patient. You never know. You never know when it turns. And as you know, you've been through enough of these with me, that activity turns like that. Now, to be fair, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But we know that it just takes one thing to spark all the conversation coming through. See, something came through. It wasn't very loud, though. Well, and it also means that it could be some other time that we reach out to them. Spirit, if you don't want to talk to the box, do you want to turn on one of these devices for us? Make the bell ring. Move the bell. Do something for us, please, that tells us that you're here and want to communicate with us. I'm in the St. Michael area. Are there any spirits that have lived their lives in St. Michael that want to come through? Did you live in St. Michael? Did you farm in St. Michael? Grow up in St. Michael? Over on my profile page, Teresa asks about a Mr. Spalding who is in her house. Mr. Spalding, are you here right now? Can you talk to us? Can you talk to Teresa? So, Amanda, Mel is Janelle's mom's name. Do I have that correct? Did you hear Teresa's name come through? Is that what you're saying, Greg? Mel, are you here? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mel came through before and she turned on the flashlight. Okay, a woman's voice just came through. Mel, is that you? Are you here to reach out to Janelle? Can you do so, please? Mel, could you turn the flashlight back on for us like you did before? Not because we want to see you do a trick, but because it will help us know that you're here. Okay. I just saw something fly right through. Did anything get picked up on the camera? Like something fly through on the camera? That's my finger, just so you know. But there's something that flew right through here. And I don't know if any of you saw it or not. But it was very noticeable. If that was a spirit, can you say something to us, please? Now, Mr. Spalding, can you come through for me, please? If you don't want to come through the box, you can dim my light. You can turn on a light over there. You can make the ribbons move, you can make the curtains move, do what you want to do. But can you come through for me, please? You heard somebody say you? Is that what I'm getting, Joyce? And I just got something there. And Joyce, you thought you heard your name come through, right? Was somebody here trying to talk to Joyce? Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I remember you writing that, yeah. Oh, just talked over someone. Angel? You hear that? Angel came through? Kurt, were you trying to get a hold of Joyce? I heard, and not to say I'm right and you're wrong, it could be either way. I heard Angel. I didn't hear Janelle, I heard Angel. Now, some people might say that's the same thing, but I heard Angel myself. Which always makes me wonder, is there a way we get an angel to say something through the box for us? See, I thought I heard Angel again. Is there an angel that can talk to us?
Angel.
Who is that? We're just trying to reach out and see if anyone needs help. Any spirits that need some help? Anyone who needs our help? Anyone who needs an angel? Is there somebody named Angel? It's uneven in here, that's for sure. It's uneven in here. You heard Angela, Greg? And then Chuck heard Angel, Kira heard Angel, Gina heard AJ. That's interesting that you heard AJ. Very interesting. My cat was named AJ that I put down. Not to say that there's other people that have AJ. AJ. Is AJ here? AJ, are you here? Can you make it? Can you come? Can you jump on that table over there if you're here? Come on. I'm not going to tap on it because the stuff will go off. But come on. You want to jump up on here? We're getting responses. They're just not. They don't feel relevant to what we're asking. And of course, I'm really interested if AJ's here, who my kitty has come through to me before through Spirit Box and also other devices. And she really has never liked Linus. So there's that. Oh, Gina. I did not know. Well, then let me ask this a different way then. And forgive me, Gina. This is something I don't know. Has your son passed? Or is it just the name of your son?
Good. Yeah. What station?
Spirit, can I get some other names here, please? Who's here? Can you tell me your names? You all are kind of quiet tonight. I will give you that. And that's fine. But do you know that there's a lot of people watching who want to hear from their loved ones? Do you know this?
It improved.
Almost sound like, can you hear me? I can hear you. Those are voices that don't come through radio. Is there is any of the spirits that are here? Have you been to Gina's house? Are you the ones that are in Gina's house? Is that an answer? If so, could you please? Did you hear that? That voice said, "Yeah." It's like a small voice. Did you all hear that? That wasn't just me, right? And unfortunately, I kind of talked over it as usual. What the spirit at Gina's house? What is your name, please? Can you please tell me your name. Gina, do you want that spirit gone from your house?
People.
Now, note this, folks. Remember when Amanda said that it's very quiet? I'm not picking on you, Amanda, but remember, it's not quiet anymore. It's switched again. I'm just waiting for a response here, though. Okay. And Gina, I meant to follow up with you. I apologize. I meant to see how things are going. Spirit that's in Gina's house, we respectfully ask that you stop your communication with her and her family and leave the house and her alone. Is this something you can do? Yes or no? Is there a reason why you're in that house right now? If you don't want to answer me to that, turn on a device over here then. Just talk to us. We are trying to do this respectfully. Can you please explain to me why you're in Gina's house? We're asking that you leave them alone, okay? What is that?
It's me.
It's me. What was that? It's me. I saw something over the light up. What was that? It's me, it said. Thank you. Are you the one that's in Gina's house? I want you to be respectful and answer me.
Go see.
Gina, what do you mean it's banging over there? You're having activity over there right now? Gina, please remember this is your house, not theirs. Okay? Spirit, I know that you could be in two places at once. What are you doing over at that house? We're asking you respectfully to stop. Please stop. Her house is grounded in love and light. And if you are not within that realm, you are not allowed there. Just as this house is grounded in love and light. Do you understand me? Just because you don't answer doesn't mean I know you can't hear me.
Beginning.
Gina, do you have a sister that's passed or anything?
Closet.
Folks, we're going to work through this a little bit, okay? Obviously. You have a grandma that's passed, but you don't have a sister that's passed, right? You have both your parents.
Work.
Do you know who Gina is? Gina, have you saged your house? Have you put salt around the perimeter? I'm sure you've done all that, but I need to ask. You gotta be kidding me. Do you know how to sage? Do you know how to, yeah, Chuck, you heard laughing. And not to freak Gina out, it was when I asked if you protected, if you put protection around your house. Folks, repeat after me that your house is protected, okay? Just make sure that you put it out there, that your house and your family are protected. I'm on a lot of platforms, but unfortunately, my personal Facebook profile does not show up in the comments here, so I have to kind of go back and forth to see. Yes. Gina, I don't know if you know what I mean by like sage. It's like a stick that you light and that you get it blown out, so it's just smoke coming out. You go through the house. You leave a door open, and that you go to all the windows and doorways and rooms and show the spirits out the door. Leave one door open that they can go out, but they can't come in any other way, okay? You're going to need to do that. Because if you don't do that, you just have to believe that this will be a start to get rid of them. But we may need to do more than that. But it's something you need to do. Places you can get sage anywhere, but White Buffalo is a place to get sage. Yeah, pretty much everywhere. You're absolutely right, Gina. Thank you, Pat. Gina, we may need to talk at some point here, just so I can give you some clear direction. Because you need to have, calm. I know that's what you really need.
Got money in back. Oh, boy.
Any spirits here want to say anything to us? It's your time to talk to us. There's a spirit in Gina's house. Do you want to cross over? Do you want to be able to cross over? Is that what you need? Because we can do that. We can do that to everybody right now. This is what we're going to do. I hear you all. Don't worry. I can hear everything you're saying. All right, spirits, let's cross you. Including the ones that are at Gina's house. It's time for you to go home, okay? I am going to open up light. Please listen to me very carefully. The purpose of this is that you can cross over. Everything that you've endured now can be left behind. You can cross over. Doesn't mean you can't come back. But you'll have loved ones, spirit guides. I hear you. But they're all waiting for you. Do you see it? It is there. You go toward that light. You go toward that light. You can cross through it. You need to do it. All of you need to do it tonight. Tonight seems more important than any other night. I don't know why. It feels like you have to do this tonight, okay? Did you do it? I did. Have you all crossed? Have you all crossed? Are you all good? And just like that, it's quiet again. We're going to shut down this session. We're shutting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gina, also put energetic barriers around your house. So hopefully, you know, that it helps, but you might, let me know, just reach out to me if you need help. Okay. But I'll leave that to you to tell me if you need it, because myself or I can get someone else to help with that if it's needed. Yeah, it was different tonight for sure. And, you know, you got to expect that. Obviously, sometimes what we do, all of us as a collective, we just make sure that we are careful and, you know, protecting each other. We're a family here. We are one group. We're responsible for each other. And we just want to make sure that I just want to make sure everybody is safe here. So spirits, as a reminder, this session is closed. You are not allowed to talk to any of us unless you are a relative or a friend who have passed. But if you don't know us, if you are in somebody's house and you don't know who they are, you are not allowed to talk with them. You are not allowed to mess with them. You are not allowed to have any sort of impact on their lives, because you may have been in that house at one point, but this is their house now. This is my house now. You are not allowed. Okay? And Gina and others, I know it sounds silly because you're talking to the air, but you have to say that out loud, and you have to say it constantly. And the problem that we run into, when we're having to do this, is that it sounds weird, and you think that once or twice or 3 times saying it, that it's enough. It has to be every time. We have to be stronger than the spirits that are in the house that are causing us problems. That's just unfortunately how these things work. We have to be always stronger. The more that they talk to us about it, we have to stand up to it. And it will get better. And that's where you can also get someone like myself, or if you want me to, you know, suggest somebody or give you suggestions, I am more than happy to do so. But that's where it's a game of endurance. You know, this is not their place. This is yours. Just keep that in mind. And when I'm sounding stern, it's not towards you. It's just, this is how I feel when you're getting spirit, you know, that they want to do their own thing and they're disrupting your lives. And I don't like that. And a big part of me wants to know why they're feeling that way. You know, I obviously want to hear what they have going on, what's causing them to be that way. But at the same time, you're asking them to stop and they're not stopping. So we have to figure out why that is. So, And unfortunately, this is just not one of those things that goes away. That goes away quickly. It's one of those things that it is kind of a battle of like strong wills back and forth. So just know that as a group of all of us here, we're all supporting you. We're all behind you. You know how to get a hold of me. You know that my background is we can help you, and we can get you back where it is. But as a person, I say this to anybody who's in the situation, that you just got to stay strong. And sometimes that isn't easy to do. And with loved ones and family in the house, pets, whatever, it's really, really tough. Just stay strong and stay the course, okay? And we'll do whatever you want us to do to help, okay? So stay strong. And just before I go here, a couple things. Amanda, I think you said that you had found a spirit box on Amazon and it was expensive. Spirit boxes, in my way I've seen it, it depends, I guess, what it is, because sometimes spirit boxes just come by themselves. Sometimes they come with like a really weird, small, stupid little speaker. I added my own speaker to it. So these things should cost like $50 to $65 by themselves. I don't know what you saw for, and maybe that's a little out of your budget right now. I totally understand, but that is generally what they cost. This is an old one. There's a brand new one that might cost more, actually, because it does more things, which I normally keep. Oh, it's over there. I normally keep it by my bed in case in the middle of the night I want to talk to spirits. Let's see here. Anything else I'm missing? I'm going back to my profile page. See if anyone wrote anything. They haven't. Once again, before I go, folks, a couple quick things. Once again, please join the 13th Dimension this Friday for an amazing interview that they're going to have between 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're talking with Russell Edwards, talking about Jack the Ripper. He's going to say stuff that's never been publicly released before. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, I'm going to have to sage in here, clearly, because I think there's something in here now. So please check that out this Friday, okay, between 7 and 9. And I think it's going to be great. I'm going to check it out. And then, as always, I ask that you check out Ane on Tuesday, Thursdays. If she is not on this week, I will take her spot, but we'll see what happens. But as always, schedule reading with her, www.onae.org, okay? And then my radio show a week from tonight with Erica Lukes. We're going to be talking UFOs on a very basic level, and partly because of me, but also because the general audience, this is, we all heard about it, but let's get some nuts and bolts about it, and let's be smart about what we're talking about, right? And let me see here. May you please send me information. Dee, what would you like me to send you information on, please? Let me know. Anything else here? Yeah, I'm seeing stuff kind of flying around. There's something going on in here also. I'm gonna need to do something about it. Maybe not tonight. Maybe it will be smart and go away. Otherwise I will do so tomorrow. And this happens every once in a while. But it's just how it goes. If you want to follow me, sorry, you're talking about the thing on PUN this Friday, the Sherlock Holmes, my goodness. Jack the Ripper, same thing, right? Yes, the Jack the Ripper thing will be on the Paranormal United Network. And if you are not if you don't like that page, you should go and like it. I'm on there right now, as well as a few other networks. They have a lot of amazing stuff. So yes, please check that out. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, there's stuff in here now. But Dee, if that doesn't answer your question here, let me just put this up here again real fast for you, because you asked. Paranormal United Network, that's PUNTV, and that's just going to be 7. So go and like their page, and when it's on, you'll be alerted that they're on, and they would really appreciate you checking it out. Let's see, anything else here? If you need to get a hold of me, you could always send me a friend request. My name is down there in the corner. Feel free to do so. You could also follow me, but I prefer more of a friendly sort of way of us mutually following each other. There's no need to be a follower. Also, I have Minnesota GhostBox is my paranormal team, which I'm streaming to right now. Parafriends Events is another that I do events. I'm not doing a lot of them lately, though, am I? Probably if you're running events, you're not doing them either. I'm looking forward to starting that up again. I'm available for any sort of paranormal consultation, anything like that. That is, you can reach out to me however you want to. Facebook is actually probably the best way to get a hold of me. And other than that, that is really about it. And just want to thank you all very much. Reach out to me if you need something. Tonight was an odd night, and we just got to stay level-headed about it, stay calm. In situations like this, I will say this firsthand, being on a team for many years, being in situations like this, our minds go to weird places. Don't think that that's what's going to happen here, okay? Don't assume if you see something that it means something bad. Okay, we got to stay positive. We got to always stay good, and always keep that in mind. If we don't, then our imaginations will run away with us. It's easy to do, and we just don't want to do that. Thank you for asking. Paranormal consultation is simply kind of like what I do to a few people. If they're having hauntings or something, reach out to me, especially if I'm not in the state. I can give some suggestions. I can listen. I know people all over the country who are paranormal investigators that maybe I can help pair you up with a correct person that can help you maybe find someone who could do some remote viewing, all that good stuff. That'd be great. Vincent, what can I say? You and me both. I could really go for some booze, quite frankly. Thank you all so very much. And what we'll do is we'll do this either Tuesday or we'll do it next Sunday. Just keep watching my Facebook page. Anyone needs anything, reach out. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. And we will talk next week. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.